Just things that we're still working, throughout the course of practice, seeing what guys that we have play different spots, the versatility that we have in the back end, just guys moving around, and just like I said, just seeing what we can do, the change ups and mix ups that we'll be able to create early in the season as well later in the season. It's going to help us throughout various portions of the year, so we just got to be ready for whatever.
5 years you've been bouncing around everywhere anyway. So
Yeah, I can't, like I said, I don't rule it out, but like I said, I don't have obviously no game plan, nothing like that yet. And we're just every day, like I said, every day just coming, working, getting put in different spots and scenarios that we'll see, like I said, throughout the course of the year, whether that's personnel-wise, situational-wise, base defense, nickel, sub, whatever you want to look at. And we're just rolling with it right now.
Do you care? Do you have a preference?
No, not at all. Like I said, whatever's going to get us off the field, whatever's going to get us some wins. Obviously, who would not want to be stationary, but at the same time, being able to move around and affect the game in different aspects. Just finally have that, I guess you could say, complete control of, lining, coordinating, like I said, scenario situations out there on the field, matchups, things that schematics and things that we see, throughout the weeks. Offense do a great job of just hiding schemes and just necessarily, like I said, schematics and play calls throughout the offense. So we have to be ready to, fly and shift change and adjust, on the run.
How much more difficult is that, being a utility guy, if that is the case, like learning different positions and not being stationary?
Yeah, it's not difficult at all. Obviously I have a great understanding of our defense. That's where it starts. You got to have the, the fundamental base of, obviously your job, but the guys around you. And then from there, just kind of matching up necessarily with, your leverage, alignment, assignment, your keys, what you're looking at out there on the field. And then, just playing football from there. You see ball, get ball, you start getting a feel for concepts, like I said, and just kind of, how offense are trying to attack you, per coverage or per call. And, you just go make plays on the ball.
Camp details aside, you kind of know who's going to be out there. Spots are up for grabs a little bit yet. Can you kind of compare and contrast what you got at the start of this year defensively versus last year when you had Bud Dupree and Devin Bush healthy?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, without Bud this year, and the other guys that we lost with Mike and Steve and all those other guys, we get Bush back healthy this year. We're all excited about that, what he's going to do for us for this year and the years to come. And just moving forward, just the guys that we have in our group this year, in our circle this year, very high energy guys, guys ready to fly around and make plays on the ball. And that's just something that we just obviously continues to, hold each other to a standard of each and every day. Flying around, getting 11 hats to the ball, making plays on the ball and causing turnovers, getting the ball back to our offense.
Who does the holding of the standard?
It's all of us. It's set in stone. Like I said, it's an accountability thing. Guys accountability for his own actions, and as a group, we're accountability for what we put out there on the field. So every time we step out there on the field, we want to leave our statement.
The skill set, of course, is a little bit different. You have to have a different mindset, be more physical when you're playing in the slot than you are on the outside. You be more like Mike Hilton pitch.
Yeah, it's the tell of the game. Obviously in the works of blitzing or being physicality. Those are things that we're not not accustomed to. There's not things that we can't or shy away from doing. Just different moments or different opportunities that you're put into, or there may necessarily be a call or, like I said, scheme-wise, where you have to do some more dirty work than others. Certain positions. So like I said, everyone was equipped for that. Our coaches and as well as ourselves. We do a great job of putting ourselves in great, positions to, be successful in those moments. Whether as, like you said, being physicality or fitting the run, playing in the box. We work on those different drills. We watch cut-ups of fits and run fits and gap schemes and things like that as well. So everyone's pretty much well equipped for those moments.
Cam, obviously you have nothing to worry about. This is a difficult day because you're losing 27 teammates.
Yeah.
What's that like? You built relationships with these guys.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing, over the years. You continue to build a relationship with a lot of guys, not just even during camp or, early in the season and, whether they get cut or released or whatever may happen. But you still create relationships and bond with those guys after and beyond, football outside the building. So, whether you might have a guy on the roster, within the year, maybe he might get cut or released later in the year, that obviously you understand that's the business aspect of this job. But you always, wish the best and hope the best for those guys, whether they venture off to, and for them to continue to keep fighting and get back to, where they want to be.
Ken, maybe outside
Two more.
of yesterday's events, how has going against this wide receiver group helped you guys get better, especially in the Steelers versus?
It's great. It's great. I wouldn't put our receiver corps, second to none in the league. We got a great versatility of guys, guys that they can do it all, from stretching the field to protecting each other out on the perimeter, blocking for each other out there on the perimeter. And, they do the physicality work, out there on the edges as well, in the run game as well. And they can do the same things, like I said, without the ball, with the ball. We've seen that over the years with these guys, how explosive they are, and how, put in situations to get the ball in their hands, they're able to go make plays. So that's just something that I'm continuous, ready to continue to see for our offense. And obviously, we're ready to back those guys at any moment, throughout the course of the year. And just go win some games.
You think they'll be good at pissing off the other team's DBs?
I know they will. That's why they're so hated now. But if you're not pissing off other DBs, around the league, you're not necessarily feared, or you're not somebody that they're talking about. Obviously they're not worried about you. So for them to be worried about that, you can say what you want. Those boys get after it. Those boys come work each and every day.
So they were just practicing yesterday.
Yeah, it's just practice. That ain't nothing outside the norm.
Cam, I know Cam Hayward is on a different position group, but where does his leadership on the defense show up the most? Is it Cam Hayward?
Yeah.
Does it show up the most on the field in practice, in the locker room?
Man, I think it's a mixture of both. Obviously you see his work ethic and what he does out there on the field each and every day. He's never a guy that's dull, low energy. He's always high motor, ready to work each and every day, and he competes and gets after it each and every day out there on the field. And as well as off the field, he's coaching younger guys, as well as still just being a leader to the older guys, and still, like I said, keeping that camaraderie and just that team concept with everyone being close. And like I said, that carries moments throughout the course of the games, throughout the course of the years. Just that connection that we have together. And I think he does a great job of just keeping that bond, so tight knit. Whether that's with the defense and then just spreading that same love, throughout the rest of the team.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
How's it been taking reps on the tackle back over? Not something you're more comfortable over there?
Yes, it's where I played in college, so I'm just taking it day by day.
How does it feel playing next to Kevin? You've got these preseason games, exerting yourselves physically the way you guys talked about in minicamp. Now taking that out on opponents.
It's great playing next to him. He does a great job. RC does a great job. Finney does a great job. Everybody I play next to. I think we all try to carry that same mentality.
You didn't play next to Dawson today, though, right?
No, but like I said, RC does a great job. Finney does a great job. So.
Have your expectations changed since this process started?
Not at all. Not at all.
What were your goals coming in?
My goal was to just help this team in any way that I can.
Do you feel like starting's a possibility at this point?
If Coach feels that, then that's what the call will be.
Dan, how ready do you feel?
I'm ready for whatever comes at me. I've been preparing every day, so like I said, I'm ready.
How has that adjustment been? Do you feel like you've picked it up pretty quickly?
100%.
Why is that? Why do you think you've been able to pick it up so quickly?
I have an outstanding defense to go against every single day. Some great vets, great coaching staff. I have the tools around me to succeed.
You went up against Alex and Melvin a lot during those early weeks of training camp. How did those experiences help you learn maybe a little bit faster than you might not have?
A lot. Got thrown in the fire quick, but it was good, and I felt like I adjusted very well.
What time looked like Cam Hayward?
I don't know. Not very many though. Not as many as the media says.
2 or 3?
I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just stuff that happens, or were you trying to establish yourself?
Competitive spirit of football.
Footwork, left tackle and right tackle. You did a lot more left in college. Was it adjusting, especially week to week or whatever it might be? Footwork of right and left tackle, the differences, and are you able to adjust that quickly?
Yeah, I am. Like I said, I played left tackle in college, so obviously there's a comfortability, but either side is fine. I'm working to get better on either side, both sides, honestly. I need work on both sides. So regardless of me having more experience on the left, I still have to get better on the left, just as much as I have to get better on my right side.
Yeah, from a player standpoint, who do you lean on? In your room, who's someone who's really been good at advice?
Trey Turner, Zach Benner, Chooks has been a huge help. A lot of the guys that have played, Finney, RC. I mean, all those guys have really been just chipping in and just giving pieces and little small nuances of the game just to help me out.
Henry Green said that he's probably closer to you than the rest of the rookies. How has your guys' relationship grown since you've been here?
Tremendous amount. I mean, we train together, so that's like my bro, man. So yeah, we're tight.
How about your rookie class? Would you describe yourself as tight as well?
Oh yeah, we're all close, definitely. Offense and defense. I know the draft was kind of split between offense and defense, but we're all close.
Kevin said something yesterday about Clem instilling you guys to say it would be the reason we do win. So instead of, so that's something the other team, you guys are kind of banding together that way.
100%. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the team is going to go as far as this O-line goes, at least in offense. So, I mean, we put the pressure on our backs, and that's the way it should be. Keep our quarterback clean and keep our running back getting yards.
I know it's offensive line in general, the play mean is sort of a thing, or play with aggression. Is that something that's been emphasized more here than even college or whatever, at least this unit?
Yeah, controlled aggression. I mean, we emphasize being physical, but we also emphasize the mental part of the game as well. Picking up blitzes and games and stunts. So.
And obviously Ben has done this for a long time. Has it gotten over the fact that you're in the huddle with Roethlisberger, he's just another guy, or that takes some time?
I mean, I value all of our quarterbacks the same. I mean, whoever is holding the ball, they're going to stay up.
When you guys are going out to eat, they'll have a line. Who throws down the most fun?
Kendrick Green.
Okay.
Kendrick Green. You can tell it's belly.
Thanks, guys.